السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. حاليا في مجمع الرحاب محل دولينج اريا، وعندنا فانجارد ديك بروفايل، بيل مون ديك، وبالتحديد سيلفر ثورن. معنا ايهاب راح يشرح لنا الديك.
Apologize, I have to speak in English because it's easier for me. So my starter is Silver Thorn Beast Tamer Emile. Emile's first effect is Forerunner. When same clan unit rides this, you get to move it to any rearguard circle. Second effect is you put this card into your soul, look at top 5, and you soul charge a grade 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, and 3 actually. Then you shuffle the deck. The second skill is really powerful for this archetype, especially for a combo that I will show later on. And then moving away, we'll go to the grade 3s first. I run 4 Silver Thorn. What's her name again? Silver Thorn Dragon Empress Venus Luquier. She's the main vanguard of the deck. Her first ability is Limit Break, which is when you have 4 damage, counterblast 2 Silver Thorns, soul charge 2, then you can call any number of pale moons from up to 5 pale moons from your soul, but there's some being 6 or less.
Can you explain أكثر يعني?
Basically, it'll be easier when I get to the combo. Okay. But the basic is you get to call, like say, 2 grade 2s, 2 grade 1s, and a grade 0, filling up your field in case you get board wiped, or call to replace guards and get more attacks, more power in. She's also a cross ride, which means if you have the Silver Thorn Dragon Tamer Luquier, she gets plus 2,000, making her 13k, which is very, very important in Vanguard right now. Yeah. So that's Luquier. Then I run 3 Luquier, the very beginning. This is only used for the cross ride, but her effects, just in case you forced to ride her. Counterblast 2 as a limit break, so you have to have 4 damage. Counterblast 2, choose a grade 0, 1, 2, and 3, and call them from your soul to the rear guards. Her second skill is when you call a card from soul, she gets plus 3k. That's Luquier. And I run 1 Luquier Venus as a backup. Again, limit break, 4 damage, counterblast 1, you lock 1 card, and then you choose a card from your soul, you call it to a rearguard circle, and it gets plus 5k. She is also a cross ride for Luquier, but you don't, this is a very, very situational ride. You only do this if you don't get the Venus, which is highly unlikely when you have 4 couples. So next is the grade 2s. I run one of the first early game combo pieces, Silver Thorn Beast Tamer Maricica. Maricica's effect is from Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. You counterblast 1. When she hits the Vanguard, you counterblast 1, call a card from Soul to a Rearguard Circle. End of turn, it goes back into Soul. Second combo piece, usually for the end game, is 4 Silver Thorn Upright Line. Upright Line says, whenever another Silver Thorn is called to a Rearguard Circle, he gets plus 3k, making him 12k or more depending on how many called. Lastly, for the grade 2s, I run 4 12k attackers called Silver Thorn Rising Dragon. When you have a Silver Thorn Vanguard, it gets plus 3k. Simple. Next, the grade 1 lineups, I run 4 Silver Thorn Assistant Zelma. His effect is when he's called from the goal to a rearguard circle, choose another Silver Thorn, put it into Soul, and then you pull out a Silver Thorn other than himself to a rearguard circle. This is called a soul swapping in Pale Moon, and he is one of the key cards along with Venus Luquier in the deck. Without him, the deck doesn't really function. Next is I run 2 Silver Thorn Breathing Dragon, who's a 10k attacker. When you have a Silver Thorn, he gets plus 3k. Simple. Then you have Silver Thorn Beast Tamer Anna. Works exactly like the grade 2, her older sister technically. When it hits, counterblast 1, and call from Soul. And of course, 4 Perfect Guard, standard. My trigger lineup is 10 crit, 2 draw, 4 heal.
تقدر تشرح لنا ليش اللاين اب هذا ان 10 كريست 2 درو؟
Well, the 4 heals, standard. 2 draw because the deck doesn't really need cards in hand because you mostly call from Soul. And you never call, you rarely call from hand. And then 10 crit is usually to pressure and just get more damage onto your opponent. I find this worked for me. The other option you have is you run 2 more draw and 4 stands, which gives you more attacks, but you have to actually know how to play the stands properly. And that's the deck profile.
Let's get to the combos.
Alright, so the combos. First combo, cards, it's at the grade 2. We have her. We need Zelma, at least one, and you need a rear card. Let's do this super combo. Alright. Alright, so the first combo, usually your field will be something like this. This is like the optimal field you need. First thing you do is soul charge your starter into the thing, get any grade 1, 2, or 3, hopefully, to your soul. Let's say best option is to get him, this, and Luquier into soul.
أفضل option يكون عندنا.
Yes, the best option, because I'll get to the combo. Then you start attacking. You attack with the rear guard first. This hits, you have Anna. So like I explained, you counterblast 1 if you have damage. Well, you will have damage. Counterblast 1. You call from soul anything. Best thing, call a Zelma. Zelma's skill will work, even though it's in the battle phase. Skill is, you choose any card on the field, put it into soul, then you call any other card out, except for himself. So you call, say, grade 3. Right, that's 1 hit. If he takes it, that's 1 damage. Then you attack with the Vanguard. You drive check. If you drive check any trigger, crit trigger will be perfect in this situation. Put the crit here and you put the power there. If you don't get a crit, you get anything else. If you don't get a crit, anything else, just put the power on the rear guard. If she hits, you have a 2nd damage, you counterblast again, using her effect. You're gonna call the other Zelma. Call her here, him here. And his effect, you're gonna put this Zelma back into soul and call out this guy. Then you have another attack and you have a 5th attack.
حلو يعني هذا كله صار في بداية اللعبة يعني.
Yeah.
Second turn.
This is your 2nd turn or the game's 3rd turn. You have a potential 5 to 6 damage on your opponent.
يعني ممكن توصل خصمك ل 5 دامج 6 دامج من ثاني دور. فشيء وايد.
If you don't kill him on this turn, end of turn, because of Maricica's effect, Zelma will go back to soul, safe and sound. That's the early game combo. Late game, or the finishing combo, requires you to have 2 lions in the soul, which is 2 of this guy in the soul, and 2 Zelmas. You ride, this is where you ride your main Vanguard, Luquier. You count